Azt mondja. Folytassuk az oktató részt. Megvolt. Igen. Az első 3. Na nézzük. Energiatáplálás. Hogy akkor ezt hogy is lehet csinálni ebbe? Na.
Why, hello, Commander. In this particular lesson, we're going to be covering top secret protocols and how to use them, as well as the threat meter and some other heavy stuff. To begin with, let's have a look at this here base. Let's say you're low on credits. If at any point you decide that you no longer want a structure that you've placed, you may sell it. To sell a structure, bring up the command menu, select sell mode in the 11 o'clock position, then press the A button over a structure. Press B to cancel out of sell mode. Try selling one of those power plants now.
Igen, számol. Jó. És akkor power plant. Melyik az? Ezek lesznek azok, gondolom. Ja, nem, ott felmutatja. Aha. Na de melyik? Aha, ezen most zöldet. Mutatja, így. Ez az, igen, ez. Jó. Ezt el is adjuk. Így lesz pénz. Így lehet pénzünk, hogyha meg vagyunk szorulni. Aha. Ne legyünk őrültek, nem adjuk el mindent. Hey, te most miért lövöldözöl?
Relax, friend. I was just about to explain to the commander here how to repair.
Csak azért lőtted meg, hogy ez egy kicsit...
To repair a damaged structure, bring up the command menu, select repair mode in the 10 o'clock position, then press the A button over a damaged structure. Give it a go.
Nem aktív. Most már aktív. Ez a javítómód. És akkor őt lehet javítani. Jól van. Azt gondolom, viszont pénzbe kerül.
Indicating that it's undergoing repairs. Structures can only repair as long as you have sufficient funds. You may notice that as your structure is repairing, your credits are slowly trickling down.
Now then, let's talk about top secret protocols.
Top secret protocols is just a fancy term for special support powers you can use. These will affect the battlefield, your enemies, and your units and structures. Basically, they can get you out of a pinch. Keep in mind, you need your construction yard intact in order to use them.
Each faction has its own set of protocols which can be offensive or defensive in nature. Sometimes as you progress through a battle, you gradually earn security points which you can use to access new protocols. Progress towards your next security point is indicated by a special meter next to your radar. The number beside the meter is your current number of security points.
Now, let's go over how to access your protocols. Open the command menu and drill down to your support powers in the 6 o'clock position. Then select the Top Secret Protocols button in the center.
Support powers. Jó. Na ez micsoda. Ezt lehet kiválasztani.
As you can see, this menu has what, like 15 different protocols to choose from. The protocols are ranked by levels, so to access protocols further down the list, you need to access the ones above them first.
As mentioned earlier, there are different types of protocols. There are offense-oriented protocols such as surgical strike, which can damage enemy forces. There are more tactical protocols such as chrono rhythm, which can protect your units or split enemy forces. And then there are upgrade protocols that provide passive bonuses, such as advanced aeronautics, which toppens up all those weak little allied aircraft. Unlike offensive and tactical protocols, upgrade protocols take effect immediately once acquired and do not need to be activated manually.
Each protocol costs 1 security point. Now, go get surveillance sweep from your top secret protocols menu.
Megyünk. Igen. Oké. És ott van, hogy 1-es. Ezt meg kiválasztjuk. És melyiket? Hát ezt lehet, ugye? Most ezt engedi, a többi az ahol lakható, és akkor itt lesznek. Aha, ez az, hogy see what your enemies are hiding. Aha, hogy fölfedi a...
Well, sir. Looks like you've been cleared to use surveillance sweep. What an occasion! All protocols available to you will appear on the left-hand side of your screen. To use surveillance sweep, open the command menu, drill down to your support powers, and select it. Now you need to select a target location for the sweep. This one's a little dodgy because you then have to select a second location to plot a trajectory. So, press button A in one area, then again someplace else near the edge of the screen. Give it a go.
Okay. Ja, hogy ez be van választva, és akkor most ki tudom választani majd. És akkor így. Ja, hogy 2-t lehet egyszerre. Aha. Fölfedezni a térképen ott, ami sötétbe burkolódzik. És akkor majd jönnek a felderítő repcsik, és majd szépen mindjárt. Na, történik valami? Persze, where the switch starts pressing. Valamit nem jól csináltunk. Kiválasztottam. Minden. Ide. Na jó, hogy ettől. Egyes. Oda nem engeded, de ide engeded.
Make sure to have a look at the notes written next to each protocol, so you're aware of what you're signing up for before you pick one of these. By the way, the protocols available to you are determined solely by the faction you're commanding. So even if you pull a stunt like capturing an enemy conuyard, doesn't mean their top brass will open the kimono on their military secrets. Makes sense, yeah?
Next we'll talk about the threat meter, which gives you an impression of how much death and destruction is happening all around you in a given moment. The threat meter increases in battle, especially when you sustain heavy casualties. And the higher it is, the faster you earn new security points. Higher levels of threat also influence how quickly your units gain combat veterancy. The higher the threat, the faster your units will become great heroes from killing foes. Veteran units display a little chevron. They're better at killing enemies, and once they achieve heroic status, they automatically regenerate to boot.
Watch how one of your units gains veterancy by mowing down droves of hostile targets.
Most leszedegeti, de ez csak azért, hogy...
Heroic forces like these can make a huge difference, so best keep them around. Speaking of which, what sort of commotion over there?
It appears you are under attack. Take advantage of your high threat meter and vet up your forces while using some of your top secret protocols to assist you. Fear not, for this is only a simulation involving lifelike robots.
Oh, now it's on. Try to build up enough forces to stop your enemy's invasion, then take those units to the enemy's base and destroy it. Take note as you build units that your command point total keeps increasing. This represents the total sum of units you can have in the field at one time.
Remember, you also have access to your top secret protocols to help you take down your enemy. Ow! Whatever. Figure it out for yourself then.
Ajjajjaj. Szokja, hogy pusztítjuk el az első fázisát mindazzal, amit utalunk.
Dead set. Let's have a go then.
Megvan. Nem féltem a... Úgy. Ojjjjjjj. Aha.
In a jiffy.
Jó, akkor most megnézzük, hogy miután mink van. Ha ezek a gyalogosokat gyártja. Az egy harckutya. Na nézzük, csak innent így tudunk gyorsan, ugye? Nosza. Na erre az ott hozza a pénzt, és felmérjük az egész szerepet, hogy mi az, amit eddig tudunk. Tankokat. CV, az másra szól, anti-air, tehát az Z, levegőre.
Multi-gunner at your service.
Egy rész, Navy unit, Air unit, járművek, oké. Azt nem tudom, hogy... Azt gondolom, akkor egyfajta javítást jelent. Itt lesz a... Azt meg tudjuk el, hogy ide küldjük ki mindenkit.
Whatever you need.
Szerintem is gyere ide. Gyűjtögesd a lóvét. Rányomunk fejlesztéseket. Ezzel az... Hoppá! Aha. Ezek vízi dolgokat gyárt. De most vízének nem sok értelme van, hiszen... Gyártsunk, hogy hívjuk, hát oké, sok. Most már tudunk közé tankot is. Gyártunk ebből 5-öt. Jaj, nézzük meg milyen repcséig vannak.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment. Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
Jó.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
Várjál, itt már van, lehet fejleszteni.
Let's run some field tests.
Aircraft
Guardian
upgrade.
tank awaiting deployment.
Berakott a
Let's run some field tests. Deployment.
Aha, az maga légierőnek nyomod be speciális dolgokat. Jaj, szítusznak. Aha.
Let's run some field tests.
Cseles.
Let's run some field tests.
Jó. Figyelj, én ezt így
Let's run some field tests.
Oké. Hé, de hát kiválasztottuk. Elosztottuk ezeket a dolgokat. Most. Aha. Na, majd nézzük. Mit okoz? Mondjuk egy ilyen csapás. Hoppá, oda dobtunk nekik egy kis bombét. Az egy időzített bomba lesz. Úgy látom.
Could we be of help, sir?
Hol a légierő?
I can get the hang of this. The ride's pretty smooth. Ready as always. Come on, boys. Affirmative, sir. That's him. Line him up. We're on it, sir. He causing trouble. Oh, the lads have been waiting for this, sir. Dispose of this rubbish. A little tidying up, eh? Approaching area. Now get theirs. Another one, eh? Coming right up. Let him have it. Everybody stay cool. This one looks chilled. Cryocopter. Hello? He needs to chill.
Azt hiszem, nem azt csináltuk, amit szerettük volna. Igen.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
Azok meg lefagyasztanak.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment. Guardian tank awaiting deployment. Could we be of help, sir? Come on, boys.
Jó, ez még rá kell éreznünk már, hogy kell ezt.
How may I assist you?
What's on the agenda? Gotta keep that beam steady.
Guardian tank good to go. Guardian tank at your service. Could we be of help, sir? Dispose of this rubbish.
Athena sat that. How may I assist you?
Hoppá!
You heard the boss. Come on,
De
come
csak
on
azt nem
now.
bírja.
Athena sat that. How may I
Coming
assist
right
you?
up. Now get theirs.
Azt a repcsét.
Another way.
Az ott lövöldöz ránk, de...
Guardian tank
How can I
awaiting
help?
deployment.
Igen, azt
Stand by for coordinates.
nem hoztunk. Ezért.
Athena cannon. Get ready, orbital.
Légierőre
How can I help? Athena sat that.
valót.
How may I assist you? Set up the target array. Reloading. Please wait.
Nem baj. Az mindjárt
Focusing
befejezem.
reticles.
Itt még van valami. Ugye ezt az egyet. Aha. Na várjatok. Az majd elintézi. Újra össze kell szednünk, hogy melyik egység mire való, mert ez így ilyen... Már nem emlékszünk ezekre a játékokra.
Multi-gunner at your service.
Satlink initialized. Patching it through, sir.
Multi-gunner at your service.
Na, azt letudjuk. Puff! Jó, hát ez nem volt egy...
Multi-gunner at your
Ez
service.
túl könnyű
Smashing
volt
work,
még
Commander.
ezért.
You're now one step closer to becoming a
Ideje
serious
szedni
threat
magunkat.
out there. We're done with this lesson. See you in the next one, all right?
Gyalogos.
Multi-gunner at your service.
Na, akkor valószínűleg ez a pálya megvan. Oké. Na. Advanced Tactics. Na lássuk. A következő tanítórészt.
Back for more then, Commander. In this particular lesson, we'll be going over some of the more advanced play mechanics that will separate the men from the boys. From earlier lessons, you should be aware of the Allied spy and some of his capabilities by now. Spies can disguise themselves as enemy units. Only scout units, the Allied attack dog, Soviet war bear, and Imperial burst drone can detect disguised enemy units. Spies and Imperial shinobi can also infiltrate enemy structures. When you infiltrate a structure, it'll impair your enemy's base in various ways, which should give you the upper hand. For example, if you infiltrate that enemy reactor, the entire base will power down for a while. Go ahead and infiltrate the instant generator by moving your cursor over it and pressing the A button while your spy is selected.
Watch out for scouts.
Ez a képünk, jó.
A good plan, I might add.
Kémet nem veszik észre, szerintem.
Yes, sir.
Igen.
Cheers.
Be tud jutni. A kémet nem látják, igen. Csak néhány ezért tudja észrevenni. Azt mondja, hogy lőjük le az a generátorra.
I'll see what I can do.
Lássuk. Aha. Leállított a
Excellent,
generátort.
Commander. By infiltrating their generator, you've brought down their entire base's power, which in turn powered down their base defenses. That will certainly make it easier to destroy their base. Stupid robots. Oh no! It appears the Empire of the Rising Sun is sending in a force to destroy your tanks. You'll need to retreat your tanks back to your base. A clever way of doing that is to reverse move them back to your base. This will allow them to continue attacking those enemy units while retreating to a safer location. To reverse move your units, select them, hold down the right bumper, and press the A button. Go ahead and have your tanks retreat to your construction yard.
Ready as always.
Jó. Reverse move. Guardian tank. Hát akkor figyelj.
Come on, boys.
Vigyük vissza őket a bázisra. Select. Nem jó, kiválasztottuk őket. Oké, mert ezek jönnek. Hold the right button. Az nem. Jó.
What can we do for you, sir?
Csak az, hogy melyik legyen kiválasztva.
Could we be of help, sir?
Kiválasztva igen, és...
Approaching area.
Miért nem
Guardian tank at your service.
Mert nem így akarja.
What can we do for you, sir? Move it out, lads.
De a színez az más.
This is it, boys.
Jó, várjál. Nem tudom.
Come on now. Gentlemen, let's move. Move it out, lads.
Nem haladó. Agresszív, guard. Ez az, hogy... hogyan működjenek, de ez nem az.
We have him linked. Affirmative, sir. Target set.
Another benefit of reverse moving is that it keeps the unit's stronger front armor facing the enemy. Most vehicles are more vulnerable from the rear and flanks, so when you retreat from enemies using a normal move command, you'll turn tail and take more damage. Reverse moving allows your unit's stronger front armor to take the brunt of the fire.
Good job, sir. Your units made it back and were able to whittle down those enemy tanks health enough for your base defenses to finish them off. Had you issued a normal move order back to your base, your Guardian tanks might not have fared as well. Incidentally, should the enemy catch you off guard with an attack, listen for audio cues from your intel officer and visual cues on radar to tip you off. To jump to the most recent radar event, just hit the back button.
Enemy commando detected.
Make a back button.
to get back to your main base, click the left stick button.
Aha. Aha. Jó.
Oh, pants. It looks like the Empire is sending another attack wave, but this time they're coming us with infantry. Your base defenses are strong against infantry, but with that many of the blighters, I don't think it's going to be enough. So, a good way to dispatch large quantities of infantry is to crush them with vehicles. Not all vehicles can crush infantry, so it's good to familiarize yourself with the ones that can. Small vehicles like your IFVs and Riptides are examples of vehicles that can't crush. On the other hand, larger vehicles like Guardian tanks and assault destroyers can crush a man like so many potato crisps. What's more, some of the largest vehicles in Red Alert 3 are big enough to crush other, smaller vehicles. Anyhow, let's crush those robots.
Wait! You may wish to assign your tanks to a control group first. This is an important way of managing your forces. To assign units to a control group, select them and hold the X button while holding the left bumper. Do this now, please.
What's it gonna be? What's on the agenda? Ready as always. What can we do for you, sir?
Control group. Select the units.
Of course, sir. We'll be on our best behavior. Guardian tank. Ready as always. Guardian tank good to go.
Menjünk bele.
Guardian tank at your service. Guardian tank good to go. Ready as always. What's it gonna be? We're on it, sir.
Control. Szöldő. Jó. Nyomom a bal oldalét.
What can we do for you, sir? Guardian tank good to go. We'll be on our best behavior. Guardian tank. Guardian tank good to go. You heard the boss. Come on, boys. We have him lit. Settle down, boys. Command's on the line. This is it, boys.
Jó,
Settle down, boys. Command's on the line.
Hozzá rajta.
Don't let up, lads. Settle down, boys. Command's on the line. A little tidying up, eh? Affirmative, sir.
Engedi tovább, mert mondán, hogy nem azt csinálom. Várjál. Ezt lejelent kellene, igen, ezzel most megváltozik nekem.
What's on the agenda?
Tessék to control, select the unit, okay.
Good. You may now select those units at any time just by tapping the X button while holding the left bumper. You can also jump to the group or anything you have selected by pressing the Y button. Now please proceed with crushing my robots.
Thought you'd never ask. To crush enemy infantry, select your Guardian tanks and issue a move order behind the enemy infantry. Issue a move command to the designated location with your tanks now.
That's him. Line him up.
Seeing as how that Rising Sun base seems intent on taking us down, let's go over some ways to get your units to protect your base without being drawn out by the enemy. All of your units can be set to different stances, which affect their behavior. All units start off in guard stance, meaning they will auto-acquire enemies that come within their attack range and pursue them for a short distance if they try to flee. Once the dust settles, your units will return to their original positions. We need to have some of our units on defense for our base, but not pursue our enemies. To do this, we need to put them into hold ground stance. First, select one or more of your tanks. Now open the command menu and take a look at all the available stance options. Select the hold ground button to change your unit's stance.
Ahogy valamit tartsanak, igen, oda, és akkor itt meg lehet nekik mondani, hogy akkor azt a területet próbálják megtartani. Na megküljenek végy.
Stances will only affect how units behave when not under your direct control. Now, take 3 Guardian tanks, not counting our field instructor, and move one to each of the designated locations and put them into a hold ground stance.
Set the trigger, okay.
Could we be of help, sir?
Jó.
Come on, boys. What's on the agenda? We'll be on our best behavior. Ready as always. We're on it, sir.
Perfect. What say we also set up some base defenses? Each faction has a couple of its own base defenses. The Allies have multi-gunner turrets, for example. Open the command menu, navigate to your support structures queue, and build a multi-gunner turret. Then place it near your tanks.
Okay. Igen, és ezt hova szeretnéd, hova építsem? Ja, az még gyártódik, csak meg kéne majd mondani, hogy hova. És hogy hova?
Multi-gunner turrets change weapons if you put different infantry into them, though the rocket launchers they use by default should be handy in most cases.
You can also build walls from your support structures queue. To do so, build and place one wall segment, then build and place another along the same row as the first. You'll see the build grid show green to indicate where you can form a solid wall. Careful though, each wall segment costs you, so longer walls are more expensive. Walls are useful for blocking smaller forces like those pesky engineers, always trying to steal your structures. Go on and try building a solid wall at the front of your base.
Egyesével. Szóval, second wall. Ja, így mutatja a zöld, hogy merre épül.
Capital! Now if the rising sun attacks, we'll have some extra defenses waiting for them that they won't be able to draw away from our base. And here they come.
És van egy kis lézer izé. Hát ezek nem jutottak sokáig.
As you can see, they've decided to retreat back to base, but your Guardian tanks stood their ground and didn't continue after them. Had your Guardian tanks followed them back, they most likely would have been destroyed by the Empire's own base defenses.
Yes, the Empire's base defenses are quite impressive. You may need to use combined arms to defeat them. In fact, if you depend overmuch on just one or two types of units, you are bound to fail. Thankfully, it is easy to manage multiple types of units at once. Try selecting all your combat forces on the battlefield by double-tapping the X button.
What's it
Good.
gonna be?
Notice that when you open the command menu, you have multiple unit types selected. If you wish to reduce your selection to just one unit type, highlight it in the command menu and press and hold the A button. If you wish to reduce your selection to just one unit type, highlight it in the command menu and tap the A button. You may navigate to different unit types in the command menu to use their special abilities or change their stances. Or, without opening the command menu, simply hold the right bumper while tapping up or down on the D-pad to cycle between unit types. Switching unit types in this fashion makes it easier to use your mixed group special abilities without deselecting the group. We should also briefly touch on waypoint mode for its useful. Waypoint mode lets you queue up move or attack orders. To use waypoint mode, hold the left bumper while issuing move or attack orders as normal with units selected. Your units will complete the orders in sequence.
Capital. What can we do for you, sir? Guardian tank at your service.
Now, earlier we had mentioned how directional armor comes into play during battles. Another type of armor bonus your units can receive comes from an automatic reaction to enemy fire called suppression. Suppression only affects infantry units. When infantry units become suppressed, they go prone on the ground and continue firing. Suppressed infantry are slower, but more resistant to damage. Send your infantry into that city square there and attack that garrison structure.
Yo. Hey, man. What's the next play?
Mi van?
That zone's mine.
De várjátok.
What's up?
Hol tűntek az enyémeim?
Yo. We can take him.
Banzai! As you approached the structure, your units came under enemy fire, and some of them were suppressed as a result of the enemy attacks. Due to this suppressed position, your units could absorb more damage and in turn deal more damage to that enemy structure, allowing them to destroy it.
Oh! What was that for?
That was for my robots.
Well, good job, Commander. You now know some of the advanced tactics that'll surely make you a worthy adversary on the battlefield. And would you believe it, there are still more advanced tactics and commands for you to learn. Just dig into the options screen for a complete command list. But do that on your own time. This lesson's over, and there's only one more left. We're heading over to it now.
De azt hiszem ez is megvan, itt most néhány taktikát mutatott, hogy mi mindent lehet. Hogy védünk be, hogyan, melyik gombbal. Na lássuk az utcsot. De... kezd bonyolódni a helyzet.
Finally, the last lesson. Feels good to be almost finished, eh, Commander? Let's get started. In this lesson, you'll learn how to work with your co-commander to help achieve victory on the battlefield. You'll be working with a co-commander throughout the campaigns in Red Alert 3. You can fight alongside a friend, or if you don't have any friends, the game will provide one for you. No matter which campaign you're playing, your co-commander's forces will always be green. In general, you can expect your co-commander to do a halfway decent job of fending for him or herself or helping you out. But just in case, we've set up a handy-dandy interface for you to issue specific directives to your partner. In the upper left hand of your screen is the co-commander monitor. Unfortunately, this won't let you control your real friends, but it's useful when fighting alongside one of the game's co-commanders.
Now, let's go over all the functions. First and foremost, there's a handsome image of your co-commander to remind you who you're fighting alongside. For this tutorial, you'll be fighting alongside the fresh-faced Soviet commander Oleg.
Commander, Comrade Oleg here. I trust you're enjoying the banality of this training lesson. Hurry up and learn what you need to, so we can get to the real thing.
Right next to his portrait are the various directives you can issue. Basically, you can boss him around. The first is take position, which causes your co-commander to immediately send his available forces to a target location. To issue this directive, hold the left bumper and tap left on the D-pad. Then move your cursor over the battlefield and press the A button in the target area. Go ahead, please.
New objective received.
És akkor ki tudom majd választani, hogy take position, hogy a szövetségeseink hol menjenek, hogyha majd azt mondja. Oké, azt kiválasztjuk.
I'm with you, comrade.
És akkor elméletileg oda. Most az ott nem tetszik neki? Ja, hogy odaérkeztek, meg kell várni.
Notice how Oleg promptly responded by sending his forces to the position you requested. Alternatively, you may open the command menu and drill down to the communicator, located in the 9 o'clock position. Here you will find the different directives available.
Now, the next directive is strike target. This directive makes your co-commander immediately send available forces to destroy that target, and anything nearby. Much like last time, to issue a strike target directive, you must hold the left bumper, then tap right on the D-pad. Then select a target with the A button. Issue a strike target directive on that enemy boot camp.
New objective received.
Aha, ezen már meg tudom mondani, hogy akkor támadja meg.
Moving towards the point.
Parancsokat tudok adni, ilyen szövetségeseknek. Nincs saját emberünk, de ha éppen valaki a rendelkezésünk áll. Na, jól van. Azt kértem, hogy azt kértem, de nem baj.
Objective complete.
Rakétavetőjükkel.
That is how we do it in Russia. Notice how Oleg immediately responded with his forces. Another option is to use the plan attack directive. This directive makes your co-commander build a good-sized force to eliminate any enemy units in the target area, as well as any enemies encountered along the way. As with the others, to issue a plan attack directive, hold down the left bumper and tap up on the D-pad. Then select the target area using the A button. Go ahead and use plan attack on the other side of that valley.
Igen.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Ezek most elgondolkodnak, hogy tudnak oda lejutni. Tervtámadás közvetlenül. Tapálkozom. Jó, felmegyünk. És akkor mondjuk meg, hogy ezt a területet. Hát most tudom ennek. Csak meg kell várnunk, míg körbeérnek. Na, felerősítették magukat, gondolom, tehát hogy többen legyenek.
Ally is under attack.
Kihúzta.
See that? Your co-commander's always got your back, Commander. Lastly, let's go over the Keep Command Directive. This one makes your co-commander fend for him or herself, and he or she will always do so by default. Unlike the other directives, this one does not require you to select a target, and may be used to cancel the other directives. To issue the Keep Command Directive, hold the left bumper and tap down on the D-pad.
Hogy akkor ezzel meg.
Now then, we have one final type of directive to review.
Enemy base detected.
Parancsaikat. Jó.
During the course of some missions, you will come across what we call co-commander strikes. These are situational tactics your co-commander will use when given the signal. Notice how one has just appeared on the battlefield. Co-commander strikes may appear anywhere, anytime during a mission, and it's yours to decide how best to use them. Let us examine that co-commander strike more closely.
To give your co-commander the signal to execute the strike, select it and open the command menu. This brings up a window explaining the strike. To confirm the tactic, select the execute button. Go ahead and give your co-commander the signal now.
New objective received.
Execute the co-commanders. Jó. Select the co-commander, strike beacon. Open the command and press. Directive server. To exit, select the commander, select the strike beacon on the battlefield. Jó, ezt akkor ezt választom ki, és utána, aha.
Objective complete.
Ja, értem, hogy azt a villogó bizét kell kiválasztani. Ez az ő területe, és akkor most ők jönnek. Merre mennek? Igen, de azt mondja, hogy támad, de most... Ja nem, itt csinálnak. Innen jönnek. Oh, helikopterekkel.
Commander. You now have the know-how to work with your co-commander.
Jó, reméljük, hogy azért ezek majd játék közben
As you can see, your
pontosabban
co-commander can help you do some of the
Ez
heavy
elég
lifting.
kemény most.
Now get out there and knock some heads together. Go on, what are you waiting for? A fancy ending with a sappy montage? As for you boys, the truce is off!
Finally, you jerks!
Shut up!
Oké. Hát akkor túl vagyunk a tutoriálon. Nézzünk egy kampányt. Kezdjük a szovjetekkel. Új.
Ah, Commander. As you can see, our situation is shockingly grim. All our divisions are concentrated in Europe, pushing the Allies west. This empire knows very well that we're vulnerable right now. They will be expecting us to fall swiftly. At this very moment, their invasion force moves relentlessly towards Leningrad. I have chosen you to defend the USSR in this difficult hour because I need a commander who does not believe in defeat. Someone who will not simply drive our enemies back, but ultimately annihilate them, humiliate them, and show them no mercy. General Kirkov, would you like to meet our new commander?
New commander?
Yes. We're sending him to protect Leningrad.
Even though I told you it was foolhardy to try and defend that city.
If Leningrad falls, the Soviet people will begin to lose hope.
Yes? Well, I wish him luck then. The Empire's technology is highly advanced, and he will likely be vastly outnumbered, but of course, it is an honor to sacrifice one's life for the motherland, is it not?
Indeed.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a nation to defend.
Comrade Dasha will be your information officer and will coordinate all our communication.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Commander, the armies of the Empire are closing in as we speak.
Make haste, Commander. Time is of the essence.
Na, hát meg kell védenünk Leningrádat. Mert jönnek.
We know little about the Empire's invasion force other than they are extremely mobile. They have surrounded Leningrad and are assaulting the city by way of the canals. Save our great metropolis. It is a symbol of the people's revolution. We've assigned the legendary sniper Natasha to your command. She will help you to help defend the city and eradicate the invading Imperial soldiers. До свидания.
Oké. Támadják Leningrádot és nekünk ezt.
Leningrad is under siege. Repel the Imperial invaders and protect the fortress using our remaining forces in the vicinity. Natasha herself is available to assist in this dark hour. Your objectives are: secure the fortress in the heart of Leningrad. Once secure, more forces will be available. Good luck to you.
Maradunk középsőn.
The Empire's blockade has kept us from getting onto the island. We're now attempting emergency landing operation.
Hops.
Use the surviving
Úgy nézem, a
forces to
csajszit
secure the
átlőtték
fortress.
ide a szigetre. Oké.
Establishing battlefield control. Stand by. New objective received. Select Natasha. She excels against enemy infantry.
Kiválasztottuk
Good to be
Natasát.
working with you again, Commander.
Oké.
Taking position. Time's up. Lights out. Sweet dreams.
Kap le őket. Cukikám, úgyni.
Natasha can call down an airstrike on the gates.
Na, képes ezért hívni. Jó. De hogy?
Point me in their direction. Air support, come in.
Néha fura. Oké, megjelölte. Oké.
Yes, I see him.
Ezt ide messzire kapja. Poing! Gyorsan
Going in
megint.
for the kill.
Poing! Jelöljük be ezt. Hopp, vigyázzat! Vigyázzat, kifelé! Minket hallja, éppen próbáltak minket. Két oldalról. Kis dögöd. Úgy.
Am I getting close?
Objective complete.
Oké.
Hey, comrade, it's Oleg. They made me your co-commander for this mission. Let's catch up if we live through this.
Jó, kapunk egy kis segítséget.
Mine are the men in green uniforms. They only take orders from me, but hey, you can always boss me around if you want.
New objective received. New construction options. Select your barracks and train 5 flag troopers to fight for you. Training.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Flag troopers are effective against air targets and vehicles.
Angel.
Flag trooper doing my time. That's right, sucker. That couldn't have been the last of them. What are those sneaky goats planning? Flag trooper.
Select your barracks and train 5 flag troopers to
Na,
fight for you.
még.
Flag trooper doing my time.
Objective complete.
Someone's gonna
Oké,
pay.
mindez 5 megvan.
Whenever you're ready.
Greetings from the Empire of the
Oj.
I am Commander Kenji Tenzai, and it will be a great pleasure dismantling
ezek
your
nagyon...
cherished city today.
New objective
Nagyon le akarnak
received.
Many
minket.
will die.
Attacks incoming from the south. My forces are on it.
Where on earth did they get this monstrous army? Hurrah!
A unit is under attack. Unit lost. Enemy tanks may crush your infantry. Please beware.
There's still more of them.
Ha megpróbálják elfoglalni. Nagyon jönnek. De jól védekezünk egyelőre.
Ready the bombers.
I have to carry this. All right, let's get moving.
A unit is under attack. Training.
Gyártani kell további a katonákat.
Flag trooper doing my time.
Igen.
So many targets.
Flag
So
trooper
little
doing my time.
Oké.
Natasha here is under
Flag
attack.
trooper doing my time. Don't scry now. I'm sending him over now. Flag trooper doing my time. Flag trooper doing my time.
Igen, a pénzünk az lenullázódott.
New construction options. Train more conscripts to defend the fortress. A unit is under attack.
Vannak
Moving towards the
szövetségesei.
point.
Oké.
If you say so.
Hol? Ott. Ott.
Yeah. If you say so.
Próbálj.
Here's your
Tudok
share.
bejutni. A térképet. Jól van.
I'm going.
Next.
A unit is under attack. Objective complete.
Azaz. Megvettük az erődöt. Haha.
Not be too pleased with yourself. The real attacks are only about to begin.
Jaj.
I don't know, those last attacks felt pretty real to me.
The Empire has begun assaulting the Hermitage Museum. It contains Russia's most precious historical treasures. Saving it will go a long way in giving our people hope at this dark hour.
New bonus objective received. The bullfrog can eject your infantry up to the Hermitage.
Innocent, I swear. We're ready for the next class.
Oda az át tud menni, ugye? Aha, azt képes áthajózni. De hol tudod kijönni? Fönnakadt. Na, várjál. Hogy hova jutassa el az emberkémet, oda képes kilőni. Aha, hogy kidobálja őket.
I have to carry this around. Okay, but then I rest. Time for their medicine.
I always get what I want.
And there's more coming. I'm sending him over now. Let's riot. Kill.
You like my scarf? You won't get far.
Gyertek.
Shuttle the heart.
Bonus objective complete.
Megvédtük.
You saved the Hermitage. This will restore great hope for the people. But it is not yet time to celebrate, for if the fortress falls, it will all be for nothing.
Your troopers are needed back at the fortress. The bullfrog transport may launch them across the canal.
Mondja, hogy
Funds transferred.
Jó,
The
oda
hunt
be.
continues.
Beszállás.
Flag trooper. Bullfrog is here for you.
Back to the fortress. Jó, menjünk. Akkor menjünk be.
Where do you like to go?
Hogyan?
Your troopers are needed back at the fortress. The bullfrog transport may launch them across the canal.
Az ott most vissza őket, de merre fogja tudni visszajönni? Hogy kerül?
The fortress is under attack. The Empire's forces are approaching through the canals from all sides. The fortress must not fall, comrade.
Ajajajajaj. Ezek nagyon beledültek.
Let's see how you fare with the Emperor's Shogun battleships.
A unit is under attack. Our ally is under attack. New objective received.
My men will defend the fortress to the last. I'm gonna need you to take out those battleships. Moving towards the point.
Unit lost.
Armor is on the move.
Oha, át tudta lőni az, aki
You like my scarf?
Oké, hol vannak az ellenfél?
Yes, I see him.
Na jó, kezdjünk el. Oké.
Training.
Flag trooper doing my time.
Oké.
We have granted you access to our new weapon, the magnetic satellite. This powerful magnet in space can focus its attraction on a single metallic.
Úgy.
Use it wisely.
Most ahhoz szépen megjelölgetjük
Open the top
ezeket.
secret protocols menu and choose the magnetic satellite.
Flag trooper doing my time. Flag trooper doing my time.
disappointing that I won't rust if I go for a dip.
Natasha can swim out into the canals in order to call in airstrikes against the battleships.
Premier will be very proud.
A unit is under attack.
Whenever you're ready. Roger squadron on my mark.
Megadokat szépen. Daraboljuk. Megvédjük.
Where's that food you promised?
Our ally is under attack.
Próbálkozik.
A unit is under attack.
Many will die this day.
Ezekkel.
Of course, comrade. Good job. A few more battleships left. The enemy's here.
Nagyon megpróbálkoztak jönni.
You like my scope?
Jó, Natosával menjünk el szépen. Aztán azokat le kell.
Conscript excited
Gyerünk,
to fight.
fiúk.
At last, real battle.
A unit is under attack. Unit lost.
Whenever you're ready.
You got it.
Targeting for airstrike.
Azt a sor.
Is it time?
Boing.
Premier will be very proud.
Oké. Jelölve.
A unit is under attack.
Finally, the real thing.
Ez nem tudja, hol van. Egy van.
Whatever you say.
5 kellene kijelölni, így, és neki kell.
Brilliant, my brother.
He won't
Na
get
menjél
far.
már, jelölges ki.
I'm ready for a kill.
Our ally is under attack.
Whenever you're ready.
Oké.
Watch this.
Jó, azt is ott bejelöltük.
There's still more of them. In time. I'll keep it in mind.
Someone's gonna pay.
I always get what I want.
Úgy. Jönnek a repülők. Bam! És akkor még
Am I
5
getting close?
megjelölnénk.
Anybody else?
Nincs senki más. Bang!
This is just the beginning. Expect to see much more of me and the other shogunate leaders.
Az nem
Enemy
biztos.
units detected.
I hope they're more of a challenge than you.
The fortress still stands and Leningrad is safe. Excellent work. The Premier will surely.
Oké. Akkor az első pályát teljesítve. Így nicht. Mi az a rövid kis összefoglaló? Féléről hány egységet, mint oké.
Very impressive, Commander. Clearly you are quite resourceful.
Yes. Too bad Leningrad was merely a diversion meant to pull our forces from where they were actually needed. Maybe next time your efforts will be of more use.
General, I've just been notified that the Imperial forces are moving towards Moscow. They are currently nearing our old satellite launch facility at Krasna 45.
Krasna 45. We might be able to use that facility against them. You see, Commander, while you were hiding behind the barricades in Leningrad, our enemy was thrusting deeply into the motherland's tender nether regions. It is time to show some backbone and take the fight to the enemy. Stop them before they get any closer to Moscow.
Aha. És akkor most itt lehetne az, hogy következő pályát, de most lesz most. Akkor szerintem megfogjuk. Mert itt vannak a fejezetek. Igen, hogy melyikkel. De már hogyha most kíváncsi vagyok, kampány, mindig elindítjuk. Szóval, hogy folytatás, akkor... Aha, ez mindig jó. Oké. Most egyre vagyok még kíváncsi. Ha elindítom, akkor menet közben, pálya közben lehet menteni.
Even though it is inhabited by vagrants, the launchpad at Kresna 45 is still operational.
Vagy egy pályát végig kell mindig csinálni.
Use it against the enemy once the satellite is in orbit. Good luck.
Most csak ezt még megnéznénk.
The Empire must be stopped. Use our limited forces here in Krasna 45 to rout the invaders. Here are your objectives. Escort Natasha to the orbital launch facility. Be on the lookout for Soviet prisoners of war. Proceed with caution. Good luck in the field.
Azt mondja, itt lehet egy olyat. Aha. Akkor ezzel majd így fogjuk, de ezt majd legközelebb akkor. No. Quit. Battle. Na, szóval végig tutoriáloztuk a dolgokat, és az első pályát megcsináltuk. Azt innen fogunk legközelebb folytatni. Na pá.